Hello guys, my name is Tom Antos, and in this video I want to show you this cool RC camera platform from eclipserover.com. So what exactly is this thing? It's basically a remote controlled car that's been converted to carry a camera. You can attach a camera directly here to it, or you can even put a 3-axis gimbal, which is what I did in my tests. And then you can put a camera on that so that you have sort of a stabilized, smooth, camera motion. So this car has a really powerful electric motor, and that actually powers all four, wheels. So it's an all-wheel drive with nice off-road tires. Also has really good suspension, so you can go pretty much on any terrain with this vehicle. And also because of its powerful motors and batteries, you can put even a full-size cinema camera on it. Now I got 3 different models that they offer, which is this one's the largest one. Then they also have this medium one and the smaller one here on the top. Now really the biggest difference between these 3 is just how much power they have and what kind of a size camera they can carry. Now I did most of my tests with the medium-sized car, the one that I have up here. And that's just because it was, powerful enough to carry the kind of camera that I wanted to test it out with. And the camera that I used with this was the Panasonic GH4, and I had that mounted on the CameTV Argo 3-axis gimbal that you can attach easily to this top platform. Now, if you've ever used RC cars, then you're going to feel right at home, since this has this sort of standard RC controller for cars. You have the throttle, forward, reverse, and you can turn this to steer the car. Also, this uses the LiPo batteries that are easily available. You can buy them online or any hobby store. So what Eclipse Rover did with this RC car is they basically modified it by attaching this sort of a top plate that allows you to put, like I said, the camera in various positions. You can put your tripod head on it, or attach the camera directly if you wanted to, or like I said, you can do a 3-axis gimbal. You have multiple attachment points. Also, this plate allows you to connect some of the other accessories that they have, like for example these magnets, and this then allows you to use this even by just magnetically, let's say, attaching it to the roof of a car or something like that. Otherwise, underneath it, as you can see, it's pretty much the standard RC car, with the little exceptions of, like I said, of here there's little mounting units on the top. So anyways, let me show you guys the kind of tests that I was able to get with this. Now, when I started testing this out, very quickly I realized that this was going to have to be a 2-man operation, because it would be pretty much impossible for one person to operate both the RC car and also operate the, where the gimbal is pointing. So I had my friend Paul operating the car while I was concentrating on the gimbal operation. And for this test, I used basically whatever subject I could find. So my dog. So all of these tests you're seeing up here were all done on the side, sort of a dirt road that had a lot of rocks, some little holes and things like that. So it wasn't the smoothest surface. So definitely this will show you just kind of how this car performs when it's basically off-roading. If you were to drive this on an asphalt surface, it would be a lot smoother. But as you can see, even while going on this dirt road, you can still get pretty smooth shots. Now the problem that I found for me was maybe not so much to do with the car, but with the gimbal. I found basically positioning and getting the kind of perfect framing of my camera using the gimbal remote was very hard, especially when this car was moving really fast, let's say, around my subject. But once I got the right framing, then I was able to get good shots. So what is this thing really for? I guess if you want to get moving shots that are very low to the ground, this is, I guess, something you would consider. Now, would I use it all the time? Well, no. One of the reasons is because it's not the quickest to set up. You do have to put in the batteries, make sure everything's connected properly, all that stuff, mount the gimbal on top of it. So that alone is going to take some time. So, if I'm just doing like a small kind of a camera move or something where the camera is not moving too fast, and let's say I have the camera already on a gimbal, then I might as well just grab the gimbal by the top handle or in like a briefcase mode, and I can put the camera fairly low to the ground, and I can just operate it that way. And this way I can even do a 1-man operation. Now, I guess where this thing really would say comes in handy is if you want to have those low shots, but you want the camera to really go fast, whether it's somebody who's running, or let's say if you're following another car, because if you connect basically the 2 fully charged batteries to this thing, I mean, this thing will keep up with a lot of the cars. I don't know actually what the top speed is. I haven't measured it, but it seems like whenever we were testing it, we never actually even went full throttle on the remote, because it just seems like it just goes way too fast, and we just simply didn't have enough experience yet using it. When we were first learning to operate it, obviously I did it without a camera attached to it, and then we were able to go nearly full speed. And I've had some crashes, like where it went full speed into a tree or a ditch and then flipped and things like that. But as you can see, it survived. And not only that, but it still works great. So the car itself is very durable. It's just, I would say, once you have the camera on there, you obviously want to be careful. Now, I did have one time a very close call, or should I say, Paul had a close call. He started going really fast with it, and like I said, on the dirt road, it started sliding a little bit, and it hit the car that was parked on the road. But thank God, nothing happened. Nothing happened to the car, and nothing happened to our RC car and the camera. Also, you got to keep in mind that when this thing is running, you're going to be able to hear the motors, because, like I said, they're powerful motors. They're not as loud as, let's say, a regular car, but you definitely hear them. So if you want to record audio, let's say like a walking shot of somebody, walking, talking, let's say, in it, and then have this thing right next to the actor, then it's probably not going to work out. But again, like I said, this is probably more meant for really fast sort of action kind of shots, where maybe, like I said, you're chasing a car or something like that, or some animal. Now, I'm going to be testing this out further, hoping to use it on one of my upcoming film projects, where I can, set up a proper cinema camera kind of a setup with nice lighting, framing, that kind of stuff, so I can show you how it would work and fit into a sort of a regular production environment. But also, one of the other features I want to test out is its function to where you can convert this very easily into a cable cam. And that's because if you notice here, all of the wheels have this sort of extensions that allow you to both put this on a cable. So you can basically wrap these two cables, and it comes with a kit that allows you to put, let's say, attach two cables from one tree to another and things like that. Then you can attach your camera gimbal here and have this upside down, so your camera is kind of hanging below. And then you can have this thing go, really fast up and down the line, while you basically have 360-degree rotation with your camera. Another also function that you have is you can put this on PVC pipes or most camera dollies, and you would basically put it on there, so you can have this thing travel on a dolly track. And again, this way you would get very smooth shots, but also you would be able to repeat the camera movement exactly along the tracks. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to have more follow-up videos with hopefully some cool real production, behind the scenes shots to show you guys. But for now, if you guys are interested, if you want to find out more about the company, or how much these different models retail for and all that stuff, just make sure you check out eclipserover.com for their website. Also, if you want for the information and things like that, check out my website as always at tomantosfilms.com. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. You'll get some free lots as a thank you gift for signing up. And also, you're going to be notified of all the cool new things that are happening on my website. Anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.